In the 1960s, AT&T controlled nearly all of America's telecommunications, from household phones to the wires beneath the streets. This dominance extended to every corner of the country, ensuring that almost every call made in the U.S. passed through AT&T's vast network. As a government-sanctioned monopoly, it built the foundation of the country's communications infrastructure, shaping how Americans connected with the world. The company's reach was so extensive that it became synonymous with the very idea of telephone service in the United States. Founded as the American Telephone and Telegraph Company in the late 19th century, AT&T grew into the largest telecommunications provider in the U.S. Its early innovations and aggressive expansion strategies set the stage for its dominance in the 20th century. By the 1960s, it held a monopoly over local and long-distance phone service through its Bell System subsidiaries. This network of companies ensured that AT&T had a hand in every aspect of telephone service, from local exchanges to long-distance connections. This allowed AT&T to standardize and expand phone service across the nation, reaching into every home, business, and government office. The uniformity of service meant that no matter where you were in the country, you could rely on the same level of connectivity. AT&T's monopoly enabled it to invest heavily in America's communications infrastructure. The company poured resources into developing new technologies and expanding its network, ensuring that the U.S. stayed at the forefront of global telecommunications. From laying miles of phone lines to developing cutting-edge technology at Bell Labs, AT&T's innovations shaped the modern communications landscape. Bell Labs, in particular, became a hub of technological advancement, producing breakthroughs that would influence the industry for decades. Projects like the first transatlantic telephone cable and early satellite communications paved the way for global connectivity. These ambitious undertakings demonstrated AT&T's commitment to pushing the boundaries of what was possible in telecommunications. While AT&T's monopoly drove innovation, it also faced criticism. Many argued that the company's control over the industry stifled competition and led to higher prices for consumers. Consumers and competitors accused the company of stifling competition and inflating prices. The lack of alternatives meant that customers had little choice but to accept AT&T's terms, leading to growing dissatisfaction. By controlling every aspect of telephone service, from equipment to maintenance, AT&T kept tight control over the industry. This vertical integration allowed the company to maintain its monopoly and resist any attempts at deregulation. As technology evolved, pressure mounted from government regulators to rethink this monopoly and encourage competition. The growing demand for more diverse and affordable telecommunications options led to increased scrutiny of AT&T's practices. AT&T's dominance in the 1960s was both a driving force for innovation and a lightning rod for criticism. The company's dual role as an innovator and a monopolist made it a complex and often controversial figure in the telecommunications landscape. Its vast infrastructure laid the groundwork for the digital world we live in today. But its monopoly also sparked debates about competition and consumer rights. These discussions would eventually lead to significant changes in the industry, reshaping the telecommunications landscape. Subscribe to emgotv1 for more stories of U.S. corporations that shaped our world. Our deep dives into the history of these corporate giants reveal the complexities and legacies of their influence. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the history of America's corporate giants and their lasting legacies. Stay tuned for more fascinating insights into the companies that have shaped our modern world.